Hello and welcome to another episode of Midlife Mindfulness with Melissa. I'm so glad you're here and that you joined me today. If you're a new viewer, welcome. I'm glad to have you. If you're a returning viewer, thanks for coming back. So great to see you. I'm happy today to do another chair yoga session. These seem to be quite popular actually. People really like the chair yoga sessions. People search for them, people comment on them, and I get it. It's a wonderful practice because it's so accessible. No matter where you are, no matter your abilities with yoga, chair yoga is accessible to almost everybody, including you. So let's get to it. You start in your chair, and I would encourage you to sit sort of on the front third of your chair, making sure your sitting bones are firmly rooted into your seat, that your legs are at a 90-degree angle, your knees are over top of your ankles. And let's start. If you like, you can close your eyes. I like to do that. Settle into the moment. Let's start with a nice cleansing inhale and a calming exhale. In through the nose. Sighing out of the mouth. And one more inhale. Exhaling, letting the day go. Great way to start. Now, let's do some shoulder rolls. Wonderful if you're sitting at a desk hunched over a computer. Let's start by bringing them forward, up and around and down. Inhaling on the upward motion, exhaling downward, inhaling forward and up, exhaling down and back, and other way around. Let's back and forward, inhale, forward and down, exhaling, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, enjoying that range of motion and settling the shoulders down and away from your ears. Now let's bring the right hand up and flip your hand over so that your palm is facing away from you, taking the left hand and gently pulling back on your fingers, keeping your arm nice and long and straight coming out of your shoulder. Don't yank on your hand, obviously, but a nice gentle pull to stretch out the wrists and the fingers and the palms, which also get tense if we're using a keyboard, and bringing it down. And we'll do the same on the other side. So left hand, flip the palm away, fingers facing down, right hand pulling back. That's good. I like that. I really enjoy these stretches. I really do. They're so good for you too. Breathing into the stretch, enjoying the way that feels. And bringing it down to your lap. Very good. Now, let's do a nice Urdhva Hastasana, hands overhead. Arms long, fingertips tips towards the sky, shoulders down and away from your ears. And then let's bring it down into an angel wings pose. Yep. Bringing those shoulder blades in nice and strong. Opening up across the collarbones. Opening up the heart. Having a nice smile on your face because it feels good. And bring it up. Breathing in and exhale down one more time. Strong in those shoulder blades. Bring your elbows closer together and bring it back up. Very good. Now let's take the left forearm near the wrist with the right hand and tilt over to the right, extending from shoulder blade out through fingertips, making sure that your sitting bones are firmly on the seat. You don't want to be like teetering over and falling over. We want to feel nice and rooted into the chair and bring it up. And on the other side, grab the right forearm, bring it over, being conscious of rolling the shoulder back, not collapsing forward. I love the feeling in my shoulder blade. It feels so good. And bring it back up to Urdhva Hastasana. Now let's take the arms behind us and bring fingertips, palms to touch. So it's a reverse prayer position as best you can. You may not get all the way there, and that's cool if you don't, but do the best you can. If you can join your fingertips, if you can join your palms, fabulous. If not, do the best you can. Enjoy the nice feeling that you probably feel in your shoulder right now. It's a lovely stretch in the shoulders. We don't feel this very often because who does this very often in the course of their normal everyday life? Not me. This feels really good. Breathing through the stretch. And coming out and bringing the hands around, resting onto the thighs. Now, making sure that we're feeling nice and rooted into our chair. Let's turn at the torso, at the waist, to our right, bringing the left hand against the right outer knee, twisting around, gazing over the right shoulder into a seated twist position. Elongating through the spine on the inhale, and twisting a little deeper on the exhale. One more time, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. And bring it back to center. Let's do the same on the other side. So left hand behind, right hand on left outer knee. Inhaling to lengthen, crown to the sky, and twist. Gazing over our left shoulder. Lengthening on the inhale. Twisting on the exhale, keeping knees hip width apart. We don't want them to collapse in as we do this twist. And bring it back to center. Now let's do a little bit of leg work. We'll take our left leg and extend it nice and firm with your foot flexed, toes pointing towards the sky. This might be enough for you. If it is, that's totally cool. You can stay here. If you'd like a little more, I'd encourage you to lengthen through the torso, lead with the heart and the collarbones over your legs. And find some relaxation in the torso, in the head, and the neck, and the shoulders in this position while continuing to flex the left foot. And feeling that nice lengthen through the back of the leg. And bringing it back up. Leading with the collarbones, leading with the heart, back up. Very good. Let's do the other side. So right leg nice and strong, toes strongly flexed. You can stay here or lengthening up through the torso, leading with the heart, hinging over, spilling over the legs. Down we go. Oh, I feel it more in this leg today. You know, it's funny how one side of your body will feel differently from the other, and maybe it's how we sit, maybe it's how we sleep, maybe it's how we're built. But it's always interesting to notice the differences in our body. Relaxing the neck, relaxing down, enjoying the stretch. And leading with the heart, back up you go. Making sure my hair doesn't look like a mess. Hopefully not. All right, now let's stand up and holding the chair to start, we'll take our right leg, bring it up, grabbing at our foot, staying strong in the core, pulling up through the crown, and pulling back to feel lovely. Opening in the right front thigh. That feels good. And if you want a little balancing act in this regimen, in this class, Take your hand off the chair and bring it into a half prayer. Focusing on a point in the wall in front of you. And breathing. And then lowering the foot and moving to the other side of the chair. Holding on with the right hand, bringing your left foot up, grabbing it with the left hand. And enjoying the nice stretch in the quad, engaging your core so we're not, collapsing in any strange way. When I say nice and long, in the spine, crown to the sky. Half prayer if you want it. Breathing into the stretch and down. Very good. Let's take a nice seated Shavasana now to end this lovely short chair practice. It is now American Thanksgiving weekend, and I'm not American, I'm Canadian, but they're our neighbors and obviously have an influence on our country as well, and there's never a bad time to be mindful of the benefits of Thanksgiving. So as we close our eyes and settle into our moment of stillness, I'll invite you to bring to mind even just one thing that you are grateful for today. Maybe it's your family, maybe it's having time to yourself, maybe it's for employment, maybe it's for having time for yourself. And of course, if we have our health, even if it's not perfect, it is always something to be grateful for, to have health. Health certainly is wealth. And allowing that sense of gratitude to really settle in as we settle into our chair, feeling our sitting bones rooted and our feet into the ground, hands on thighs, feeling safe and supported and grateful. And with that, I will invite you to open your eyes. Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me today. I truly hope you benefited from our time together, and I hope to see you again. All the best. Namaste.